Hello from the Asheville Art Museum. Welcome to our Museum from Home series, where we offer museum experiences for you to enjoy from afar. Today we are going on an Artful Adventure, a virtual tour inside the museum walls to look at 3 artworks as inspiration for creativity. You can do this tour alone or with others. Anytime I ask questions, you can answer them out loud. Feel free to pause the video if you need time to think or for others to answer too. Today's theme is all about color. We will identify colors and color groups while using our detective skills to discover what colors might symbolize or how they might make us feel. Then we'll demonstrate how to do a couple activities inspired by a color wheel. Have you seen a color wheel before? This is a basic color wheel with 6 colors in a specific order. We'll talk more about the color wheel later. First, let's close our eyes and use our imaginations. I'm thinking of a color and I want you to guess it. Here are your clues. This color reminds me of nature and money. I bet you guessed green. Think of as many things as you can that are also green. Okay, next color. This color makes me feel warm, like the sun or a campfire. Orange. How many orange things can you imagine? Okay, last round. This color makes me feel happy and reminds me of sunflowers. Yellow. How does yellow make you feel? Is everyone ready to look at some artworks? Put your detective hats on and let's look for some color clues. We're going to look at this artwork without color first. Imagine stepping into this room. What colors do you see around you? Imagine what color the wall is, the woman's dress, or the tablecloth. How would the air feel? Warm or cold? Here's the real painting. Is it like you imagined? If not, how is it different? What color do you see the most of? What kind of mood is the woman in? Blue is a color that is often associated with calmness and seriousness. What are the other colors you see? How would the air feel? If you have ever learned about a color wheel before, you've probably heard of warm and cool colors. This painting has the 3 cool colors in it. Can you guess them? Your clue is that the 3 cool colors are next to each other on the color wheel. Blue, purple, and green. Cool colors often remind us of nighttime, water, or nature. Try to imagine what the warm colors are. This artwork was painted over 100 years ago in 1915 by Myron G. Barlow. Before we look at the next artwork, what is this? I'm guessing you said it's an apple. How do you know it's an apple? You might know it's an apple because of its color and its shape and how it has a stem and leaf on top. But what is this? Is this also an apple? If so, what makes this an apple? Would this blue apple taste the same as the red apple? Now let's look at the artwork. What do you see? You probably said you see a lemon or lemons. How many lemons are there? Are they all the color of a real lemon? Is a lemon still a lemon if it's not yellow? These screen prints were created in 2018 by Donald Sultan, an artist that was born right here in Asheville, North Carolina. Selton uses everyday objects in different colors to make us think about the world differently than we usually see it. Imagine if pizza was purple or a banana was pink. Would they taste the same? Close your eyes again. For our last artwork, we're going to think about what colors symbolize or stand for, what they might mean. Imagine the colors red, white, and blue. What comes to mind? If you live here in the United States, you might be thinking of the American flag or the 4th of July. This artwork shows a red, white, and blue flag like the American flag. What does the American flag symbolize or stand for? What ideas does it represent? Maybe you're thinking of freedom or all 50 US states coming together. What about the colors the artist chose for the background? What do those colors represent? Maybe you're thinking of a rainbow in the sky or a pot of gold at the end of a rainbow. Rainbow colors have also historically celebrated peace and diversity and equity, which basically means that all people should be treated the same no matter their differences. Why would the artist have chosen to put the red, white, and blue flag in front of a rainbow background? I like to think he put those color groups together to symbolize and celebrate freedom and happiness for all people in the United States. This artwork was printed in 1993 by Ross Bleckner. Okay, are we ready for our first activity? Gather up these 6 colors and whatever art materials you have. You could use crayons, markers, colored pencils, paint, or whatever else you have around. You'll need red, orange, yellow, blue, green, and violet. You'll also need a piece of paper and either a pen, pencil, or black marker. The first step is drawing a color wheel like this. You can also print this color wheel from our Museum from Home website. If you're drawing your own, use your pencil, pen, or black marker to draw a big circle on your blank paper. It doesn't have to be perfect, just try your best. You could trace a circle shape if you want, like a lid or container. Then, divide up the circle with 3 straight lines to make it like a pizza with 6 slices. This part is important. You only want 6 slices, so only draw 3 lines. Step 2 is to start coloring in your color wheel. A color wheel has 6 colors, which is why we drew 6 slices. The colors go in order, so let's do this together. You can label your slices by color like we did, but you don't have to. We'll start by coloring in the primary colors first. Does anyone know what the primary colors are? Red, yellow, and blue. Make sure your primary colors are in this order, each separated by a blank slice. Does anyone know why red, yellow, and blue are called primary colors? Primary means the first in order, and the primary colors are used first to mix and make new colors. Primary colors are pure colors, meaning they cannot be made from mixing other colors together. Pause the video so you have time to color. For the last step, we are going to color in the secondary colors. Does anyone know the secondary colors? Do you know how the secondary colors are made or what order they go in on the color wheel? Let's do them one by one. Look at the red and the yellow slices. They have a blank slice between them. Who knows what red and yellow make if you mix them together? Orange. Color the slice orange that's in between red and yellow. Now for our next secondary color. Who knows what yellow and blue make if you mix them together? Green. Color the slice green that's in between yellow and blue. Now for our last secondary color. Who knows what blue and red make if you mix them together? Violet. Color the slice violet that's in between blue and red. Our second activity requires creativity, but not any art materials. You're going to create a color wheel with objects around your house, and then we'll learn about a few more color groups. Start by gathering up some red, orange, yellow, blue, green, and violet objects you have around the house. These could be toys, foods, containers, art supplies, whatever you have. Sort your objects by color and arrange them in a circle in the order of a color wheel. Now let's see if you can sort them by color groups. Put your primary colors together and your secondary colors together. Remember, primary colors are the pure colors, and secondary colors are made from mixing primary colors together. Now sort by warm and cool colors. Remember when we looked at the first artwork, we talked about how blue, purple, and green were the cool colors. What does that leave for the warm colors? And the last way we are going to group is by complementary colors. Complementary colors are directly across from each other on the color wheel. They make good pairings. They complement each other. Start with red and look directly across the color wheel. What color do you see? Do the same thing with all the colors and see if you can make all three pairs of complementary colors. Thank you for going on the All About Color Artful Adventure with the Asheville Art Museum. Stay connected with us on social media or our website, ashevilleart.org.